The thing with entry doors is not all entry doors are created equally. Steel doors are really quite popular in our region of the country. And the steel doors that you find at the home centers are generally very thin steel. You're talking about something in the 26, 28 gauge. Now, the gauge thickness, that's a gauge, the lower the number, the thicker the steel. So what I have represented here today is, here's a 26 gauge, and this right here, it moves pretty easily. You can see how that bends pretty easily. Well, that's typical of what you're going to find at the home center, and even thinner yet, even all the way down to 28 gauge. The doors that we would recommend is trying to find a 26 or 24 or 22 gauge. 22 gauge, I can't bend that I can't flex that. So what does that mean? Well, that means rigidity-wise, that's going to make for a stronger door, less likely to dent, and it's going to be more rigid. It's going to hold up over many years of wear and tear. So first of all, most of your higher quality doors have at least 40% more steel in them than the local home center door it does. The other aspect is the construction of the door. A lot of your doors that are in the region have a wood edge. And wood might sound great and everything, but wood, as we know, shrinks and swells and distorts. The doors that we would recommend are an all steel construction where there's no wood inside the door at all. So it'd be fully steel construction, not having a wood rail of any sorts inside of it, because that creates an issue, again, with the door warping and swelling. So, steel doors are really quite the way to go these days, with rigidity in a cooler climate, especially with our heavy winters, because they will stay more true. There is also, beyond the steel doors, or fiberglass doors, and we do recommend fiberglass as well if it does eliminate dents, which out of the equation altogether. The problem with fiberglass, though, if it faces south or west, want to give you a heads up, because that's direct sunlight's going to hit that door. And inside of a fiberglass door, and this is actually a fiberglass skin, has wood inside of it. So much like some of the steel doors have wood inside of it, fiberglass does have a wood stile and rail. And what can happen with fiberglass if it's exposed to too much of the sun, especially south or westward facing doors, it can twist, and it's called thermal deflection. So literally, by day, that door can start to twist, and then by night, as it's cooling back down, it'll come back around, but it also makes some ticking noises as the door is coming back around, and that bothers a lot of consumers if they think somebody's at their door when it's actually the fiberglass just twisting and coming back around. So, not saying that fiberglass is a bad idea, but you just need to be aware of putting fiberglass on a south or a westward facing side of the home. Certainly be careful with dark colors. Dark colors are going to help draw the heat of the sun in, could create problems with that wood twisting and the fiberglass actually not staying true. And it's just something you need to be aware of. So in closing, entry doors are not all created the same. Make sure you're buying a heavy steel gauge door, making sure that it's at least a 24, if not a 22 gauge door. Making sure that you're not putting fiberglass on the wrong side of the house if you decide to go to fiberglass over steel. Stay away from the south and the west side. Buy from a local home improvement company that has a physical location, that's a member of the Better Business Bureau, and again, that has product that you can see for yourself in their showrooms.